that happen. But
When do you remember branching off into really money being a part? It getting a level of success where there needed to be a certain amount coming in to pay for the production, and then it kind of got rolling from there. Or when do you recall that where it shifted gears into a different thing?
Name a year for this, because this is
19. What was it looking like in 1970?
Let's see, 1970. Think about that. That was, has anybody got gas money for the truck?
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty bare bones.
The band was touring.
Yeah, 1970 was the year Annabelle was born. This is the only way I can track this stuff. So, we were living in Larkspur, and it was the year it rained every single day.
Wow.
For all winter long. I mean, it was crazy. It never stopped. It just rained. It rained some, or it rained a lot, but
I've never heard that.
It rained.
Wow.
And so we were like huddled in the house. I had baby Annabelle.
It was the Hunter living with you guys, and Jerry and him were writing American Beauty stuff, right?
That's correct.
Wow, what a rich period.
It was, but basically, Jerry somehow arranged for us to get that house. I had been house hunting at a much lower rental rate because I didn't realize there was somebody else working on this. But they came up with a really nice house for Hunter and Christy and Jerry and myself and the kids. And then we got puppies right after that. The neighbors had the most adorable puppies.
Aww.
And one of them became the town dog of Stinson Beach. And the other one, we're not sure what happened to her. But yeah, it was a nice town. We were very fortunate to be in that house. It was the perfect place for my youngest child.
Oh, yeah.
It was very safe
Yes.
and pleasant.
And still close to the city for work. And how was that creative energy, like having Jerry and Hunter writing those songs in the house?
It was fairly intense.
Yeah.
Hunter was very insular and
so
rarely made an appearance.
Okay.
But he would, if we were active in the house somewhere, he was shy. He was very shy. He didn't like to interact with people.
Did they work on songs together in the living room?
Yes. Oh, they did.
Oh, how lovely.
But it would, Hunter would hand Jerry 3 or 4 sheets of paper, and Jerry would look at them and say, "Oh, wow, man, this is great."
It's kind of like, take these and see what you can do. Huh?
Exactly. Okay. So, and then he would one by one work out music for them.
What an exquisite era for that.
And he did it like in minutes.
Yeah.
He had melodies for those, because he would just go upstairs and look at the words and pick one and write a little deedle beetle to it.
Sounds like he was deedle beetling all
and
the
then
time.
And then he'd mess with that for a few performances and see what he could do with it.
Because I know the release of those albums, Workingmans, Dead and American Beauty, really not only did it shift the band into a different creative era, but it brought new attention. It kind of moved them into a different stage of, I would say, demand.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't pay attention to that stuff at all. I mean, I was aware of it because I heard about it, but it didn't impact the situation at all.
Gotcha.
They were always down at the bottom of the list somewhere, as far as popularity.
Yeah.
Until they weren't.
I see.
Which was really nice. Just took a hell of a long
which was
time.
much later in the 80s, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was funny. And it's okay. I mean, I know the Grateful Dead have stalwart adherents to the very end of time. So thank you, everybody, for finally getting it. But because I just lived that music, backstage and stuff. It was like so important to me to make it. They didn't like me to come to rehearsal. Partly because I sometimes had kids with me, which was a no-no, but because of the equipment and rehearsal was not where they really wanted me to be. So I didn't go to those very much. So I didn't really get to see how they developed stuff.
You'd hear the
very
final
often.
product often at the show.
Yeah, they would come out with, they didn't rehearse in front of anybody. Really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, really.
Yeah, got it.
Just the equipment guys there to help replug.